Before I show you around the Ventura, I just need to use one of the laundrettes. Okay, so I'm in the laundrette, just bunging in the washing. These dryers are busy, but there's one available at the other end. The Ventura came into service in 2008, and in 2018 it's undergone a refit. Up on the top is the basketball nets, or short football, and on the other side, from golf to cricket to tennis, this is deck 19, the sports deck. The Metropolis is on deck 18 and is a great bar to start the evening in. Faces out from the back of the ship. It has musical entertainment, and this week it was the concert pianist David MacArthur who was fabulous. The Epicurean is on deck 17, and if you fancy a bit of fine dining and a treat, this is the place to come, but you will have to pay a supplement. This is the Epicurean al fresco. You can eat out here or inside. As you can see, it's a bit windy today, but we ate here the other night and it was absolutely delicious. Also, if you have a suite, you can have breakfast in the Epicurean. There are plenty of places to sunbathe here. There's a sun deck here just above the Oasis. The Oasis pool is on deck 16 and is adults only. If you fancy a bit of pampering, the Oasis spa is on deck 16. And if you want to work here, see our page on Working at Sea, the Steiners. Let's go and have a look at the gym. And of course there's deck quoits and giant chess. You don't need to know the rules of all these games, you'll soon learn. This is a solarium, pool and beachcomber bar. Both pools have bars, and on this one they can close the top. Opposite the beachcomber bar is the table tennis area, and don't worry if it's chilly because this area is enclosed, so you can go in the beachcomber pool and be warm. If you were a child, this is the place you'd want to be. This is fun. Just outside the reef on deck 16 is the toddler's pool. The breakers bar is a great place for a sundowner. There's a jacuzzi here and the pool has a lift but no easy steps into the water. Opposite breakers bar is a stage area where they do the sailaways. And above it is another sun deck. Underneath Breakers Bar is the Laguna Pool and Bar on deck 15. Next to it you can get burgers and chips, and at the other end you can get pizza and ice cream. The buffets are pretty similar on all the P&O and Cunard ships. This part of the buffet turns into the beach house in the evening. This is the buffet, but laid out for the beach house. Wine is available 24 hours a day from the vending machines. Above the terrace pool is the terrace bar. This is the terrace pool, and here there are easy access steps to the water. Deck 7, the promenade deck. This is the Arena Theatre, where you can see everything from classical West End shows to this afternoon they're showing The Greatest Showman. It's had technical improvements, including the new LED wall during the refit. Under the theatre on deck 6 is this great kids area. The Ventura is similar to the Azura, but the glass house on the Azura is more of a wine bar. This one is more traditional and has more of a pub feel. The glass house is one of my favourite places to eat. It does appear that the Ventura is slightly dressier than the other ships. The smallest of the entertainment venues, the Tamarind Club, has a really intimate feel and is quite luxurious. Marco Pierre White is on board at the moment, and he's doing his demonstration in Sintu at East. He's one of the 3 food heroes along with Ollie Smith and Eric Lanlard. Look, they even cater for children in the sophisticated Indian restaurant. Included in the refits is facial recognition collection in the photo area. At the opposite end of the arena is the Havana, and this has more of a nightclub feel, and tonight it will be heaving because they've got a comedian on. There's definitely a different feel to the art on this ship. Should you fancy a flutter, the casino on the Ventura is right next to the pub called Fortunes, where there's a great selection of beers and wines. This is the pub on deck 6 where you can watch the football or they do quizzes.
Which London district is noted for a park?
As P&O is one of the carnival brands that doesn't have the Pepper robot wandering around, you have to take your questions to the reception on deck 6. There's new carpet in the red bar in the atrium, and the shops have been upgraded and new brands have been added. Right above the cinnamon on deck 6 is the Saffron restaurant, and here you can have lunch and afternoon tea. The library, I'll just get my crossword, Explorers and future bookings are all on deck 5 under the atrium. The art gallery is also on deck 5, as is Costa's. If you order a coffee, the cakes are complimentary. The Cinnamon restaurant is on deck 5. Look. Go to the ship's menu on Doris Visits. You'll find every cruise operator listed, and next to that, every ship they have on their fleet. And finally, the relevant Facebook chat sites. Come and have a look around.
Why should you tell other cruisers to follow Doris Visits? Well, apart from the tips and showing you the ports and all the inside tricks, we might just find something you've not seen.
The fields are peaceful and the mountains are covered in snow and look spectacular. Right, have you got the camera turned on? So, 2 chairs and a parasol will cost you 50 Eastern Caribbean dollars, which is about £15. This bar is called Castaway. We're going to have an Indian meal. They've got sport TV and Wi-Fi. So the taxi here cost other cruisers $30 US. It cost us 4. So the food was free. These are the legendary walls from Troy 6, and if Helen did exist, she would have existed within these walls at that time. In the early excavations, they basically cut a trench through the hill, and they were looking for gold and stones, and what they did was destroyed what was here. Remember the old gag, how many people can you fit in a Mini? Well, how many people do you think you could fit in there? This was in the film starring Brad Pitt and Eric Bana called Troy. We're in Stockholm, and we're going to take you back to the 70s. The Agua Museum is over there, behind the Tivoli Fun Fair. In 1628, Vasa set sail on her maiden voyage, and here it is in all its glory, and then it sank in Stockholm Harbour. Doris Visits. We've got films of trips and excursions. It will make the trip so much easier and much more enjoyable.